Hey guys, this is 3 Minute Hero. I wanted to take a moment just to show you uh, my base in the forest. So this is where I started, and this is actually a co-op game. I'm on day 60 now. Um, Sometimes people join in, other times not. It's a little more difficult because obviously, oh, we get a little mutant there. Because you can't sleep through the night. So you sort of have to defend the whole time. There we go. These guys, I noticed the ferals now. I don't know if this is with the update or whatever, but the ferals take 4 of my axe hits. This axe is upgraded with teeth and feathers, which you can no longer see. But anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted. So this spot I liked because I landed here with the plane on a single player playthrough. And I like it because, as you can see where I've started my base initially, there's a pond here. So you just get the pot and you can have fresh water anytime you want. Otherwise, I mean, you can even just drink this. I know he like sort of reels in disgust or whatever, but it doesn't really seem to do damage even though it's dirty water. So I've done that. So anyway, this is what I wanted to show you guys. I started the base here, small cabin, whatever. Built the walls, and I was sort of defending as time went on. And then I decided to expand and encroach on the camp that's over there. Because the camp over there is where the modern axe is. It also has a bunch of dynamite, ropes, useful stuff, as well as the cave that you sort of leave immediately after getting captured, which of course you don't get captured in multiplayer mode. But that just sort of gives you an idea where it is. It also leads to Virginia if you go deep enough. So I started building this network of platforms and tree bridges. First I went back a little bit, made a tree house to further sort of protect myself against the attacks. And I just left it here. Nice little view there. And then I decided that I would, after being so annoyed with these mutants constantly attacking me, I decided to overtake that camp that had this nice axe in it. So I slowly built forward, platform after platform with all these tree bridges. You'll notice a bonfire down there, because fire is your best protection against these guys. You can fight them around a bonfire, and not only will they run into it and set themselves on fire, but they'll also be a little bit more scared, so you can play pretty offensively and kill them without having to worry about them attacking you too often. So, tree bridges. Now you notice down there, the way I decided to snub all these mutants is to build foundations right on top of their camps. So, this is a platform that allows me to connect. I had to do some makeshift flooring because it didn't sort of left a gap in there that I did fall through. And I have a little save point up there, a bunch of explosives. What's good about this camp is that every load, the dynamite respawns. So it's kind of cool. So I built foundations on top of every little shelter they built that didn't contain useful things. So for example, here, this is the cave that will eventually lead to a Virginia, which I marked with these arm effigies. And these didn't contain anything useful. Maybe there might have been some cloth in there, but there's cloth everywhere in this camp, so it doesn't really matter. So that's one foundation. This is another foundation. Those didn't contain useful things either, and they're connected by a bridge, which I'll go across later. Stuff that did contain useful things, there's some mutants over there, I don't think they see me. Well, I would put doors in front of, just because, just sort of claim them as my own. So here, I had some ropes, also another bonfire, which I'll light just in case someone decides to bother me. This is where the dynamite is. And these traps, I haven't really caught anything with them. They're just there to sort of let me know which one the dynamite is, because early on it is kind of confusing. See, and they always respawn. There are those guys. Let's see, maybe we'll have some fun. I wouldn't normally do this, but because I risk blowing up everything in this camp. Ooh, dismembered. So yeah, Yeah, I just set myself on fire. Which is going to happen every now and then. But these guys will set themselves on fire much more often than I will. And I don't wrap the axe. I do wrap the axe in coils when I start usually, but I noticed that it's not as useful as it used to be. You don't get that one-shot kill when they're on fire anymore, for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess they thought it was too easy. Anyway, whatever. So you get the gist of this, where everything is sort of either doored up if it's useful, or just built on if it's not useful. And here I have this custom effigy which stays on fire the whole time by itself, which is kind of nice. And then this pond, if I also want to wash all the blood of my enemies off. So getting back to the rest, because there is more. Oh, shut up. I have no stamina, but I still managed to kill her. Okay. And you'll notice that I've cleared off a significant amount of this forest to do this. I mean, this must be easily over 1,000 logs. So here's these two foundations that I initially showed you. Same thing happened here. I had to replace the floor. And some more explosives to hold. And this is just in case huge parties of mutants come, including Virginia or Armsy. I can stand up here and sort of just pelt them with ordnance and hopefully kill them that way. Although I have to say, day 60 in this game, I have not seen one Virginia or Armsy on the surface, which is interesting. I know people have sort of different experiences with this, but you'll also notice that I've been attacked exclusively by ferals up to this point. I haven't had one of those organized attack parties come for weeks in this game. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just built and sort of occupied all this space. Anyway, so here is the next. So you'll notice that I have to put a platform after every foundation, because that's how you connect. You can't connect tree bridges directly to foundations. So every platform gets built next to it, and I connect by tree bridges. Over here, I built a nice gazebo to get a nice little view. I could have gone further, but this was before all those trees were cleared off. And this is actually a higher elevation than down there. Well, obviously the view down there is going to be pretty nice. But I think it's still nice over here. You can see the sunrise from this vantage point. You'll see the moonrise. It's nice. So this was an air foundation built on that hut, which also didn't contain anything that was useful. And I decided to put in a staircase. There are hanging ropes, which some you have to jump to actually climb, but I sort of have them spaced out throughout those platforms, and I did that as I built. Early on, it went pretty slowly because these guys kept attacking. I didn't have a lot of supplies, and I didn't really have my combat style down yet. But, oh, there's one. I see him. I see you. It really does pay to be aggressive with these people. As long as you keep your weapons sort of straightened, and I know that's difficult, but I mean, I'm on a laptop right now. This is not a gaming machine at all, and I didn't buy it to be a gaming machine. So, you know, if I could do it on this thing, you guys could definitely fight these guys off. No reason to be afraid of these guys whatsoever if you know how to deal with them. Even the higher level ones. The super mutants are a different story. You know, they take a lot to kill, but in the caves, you know, it's obviously strategically different than being out in the open. Since I haven't faced in the open, I can't really comment on that. Here was a bit of a mess up. I built the platform taller than the foundation. My depth perception apparently failed me at that point. And to fix this, and then I further messed up by attaching the tree bridge to like some lower portion of the platform. For some reason, let me do that. So I had this sort of like impassable thing. I built it. I'd spent, you know, like 80 or so logs or 100 logs on that. So I wasn't going to tear it down. So now I built the stairs, and now for some reason this guy's foot gets caught. So I have to like jump and then press forward, and that gets me over. And then on this side, more stairs. And that's it so far. I'm going to build a foundation on top of that thing, get a nice view overlooking that. And then, I don't really know, I might extend past backwards in the camp where the Alpine house was. So very quickly, we will run through. I don't know why that happened. Actually, I do know why that happened. It's because the touchpad on the laptop, if you double touch it really quick, it perceives it as a left mouse click. I can't tell you how many fire pits I have destroyed by touching it too fast to try to perform a quick turn. And that is always frustrating, but, you deal with it. So, plenty of food. And it is very easy to fall off these, especially into the cracks. Down there, you'll notice I have a number of bonfires set up, and that is strictly for defensive purposes. You can get some lighting done, but as I clear all the forest out, I get further and further from the light source, so it doesn't help that much. The lighter is much more useful. And you can see how much I've cleared. I mean, this used to be all dense forest, and now, it's my marvelous creation as a way to snub all these guys because they kept on attacking me. And you know what, just for fun, let's see if we can get them. That doesn't want to light for some reason. Whatever. Still running it through. Back to the original camp. You can see the way I did that. It was just some steps and a tree bridge upward. I used to do skull lamps a whole lot than I do now because this not being a gaming machine, the graphics card is utter shit. So what happens is that, let's say I was looking, oh yeah, I put some traps there before. Looks like one of them got trapped. As I was saying, this graphics card, for some reason, if I were to look at that skull lamp in the dark, there would be a dark circle around there where the light should have emanated from. So, and I mean that's like anything in front of me is occupied by that dark circle that's on the distance. So it sort of just obstructs the vision, and it doesn't make it very easy. So this is the base. And yeah, I'll probably end up building down towards that direction after I put a foundation over that one guy over there that I showed you. And that's it. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.